Hey, hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Last Chance tournament here on EU. Wow, we didn't think this was going to happen, but thankfully, Wargaming listened and they decided that a Last Chance tournament was exactly what was required. So, I'm not the only one streaming, however, so let's have a look at that. So, Manu, if you are looking for Italian commentary, is streaming in Italy, in Italian, obviously. Ambionet is also streaming. Now, they are streaming the other group, which is SNRG versus Serenity. I'm streaming, and of course, 9-0 is streaming, and we're following Phoenix against Raid. So that's going to be an exciting group. Now, the top two go through to the final eight. So, both these teams have another chance. Basically, this is their last chance. Now, some of you may be wondering why certain other teams weren't invited, like TTYTT and First Alliance. Well, Wargaming do checks, and they checked and found out that they had broken one of the rules, which was on the foreign players side. You can only have 2 foreign players. They had more. So, simple as that, really. So let's have a look at the teams who we are going to see today. So we're going to see Raid and Phoenix. You can see there that Raid have a combined win rate of, dear me, 68.3%, whereas Phoenix have one of 67.63%. Raid, well, they're being led by Raid Blue. They also have Raid Drizzle, Raid Falcon, Raid Old School, Raid, I don't know how you say that, Alufi, Raid Tim, Raid Naro, Raid Messi, and Raid S1K. Moving over to Phoenix, well, they have one above all, Enrique, Liberté, Granetto, Junioretto, Imperator, Venu, Pigeon, Giabetto, and Malpka. So those are the teams. Those are the teams that we're going to be following this evening in the first round. We'll be getting the invite coming very, very shortly. Maps wise, well, it's best of 3, by the way. So the maps it's going to be Oasis Palms. That is the first map out. So it'd be interesting to see how they're going to play with this one, what meta they're going to take. As I said, it's only best of 3. Chances are we're going to see some of the action around this area. That's normally where we get it, there in there. Oh, Strats, you're being a pain. There, and it's doing it again to me. It's twice it's done it. There and there. Oh, bugger me, your Strat sketch. It does this all the time. It gets very sensitive when I'm trying to do something. There and there, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Ignore me, I'm just a nab. So that's probably where we're going to see a lot of the action coming through. It all depends, though. I mean, sometimes you get teams sticking big, heavy tanks around this area to overlook, and from the other side, they sometimes bring in a heavy there. But 9 times out of 10, we get a lot of teams going up here with their tanks, and on the other side, well, vice versa, looking to put some pressure onto this A cap. They may send something out to this C cap. You just don't know, because they have multiple strats, as I say. It's just the way it works, isn't it? So that's what we're looking at. As I said, we're not ready to kick off for at least 7 minutes. It is only best of 3, guys, so it's the first of 2 victories. Now, the other, obviously, the other part of the tournament was best of 5. That makes it a little bit different, but this one is best of 3. So it's going to be pretty intense out there this evening. Both of these clans, all 4 of these clans want to get into that top 8. Let's not kid ourselves. But it's not going to be easy. Only 2 of them can get there. We already have our consolidated top 6 for EU. And the way they did it last time, it was very strange how they did it in the Blaster event. This time they've decided in their infinite wisdom that it would be better to do a last chance tournament. And to be honest with you, I agree with that. I mean, last chance tournaments are always a better idea rather than going on points or I did more wins than you did, because that's just nonsense, really, isn't it? It's not the best. Whereas when you get into a tournament, you really do get to sort of prove your worth, so to speak. So that's what we're looking at. Not many people watching today. Oh well, it happens. We have more people watching in the qualifiers than we did in the last chance. Excuse me while I just take a drink. No tea or coffee tonight, just the fruit juice. So we're still waiting. We should be getting the invite very, very shortly, and hopefully we'll get to see how everybody's lining up. What we'll do, we're on a 3-minute delay, which is the normal delay for tournament streams. So we'll jump into the room, ready up, then jump back out again, and we'll just wait until time says that we need to jump back in there. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. That's our format this evening. It is a double elimination, so if they lose the first round, it doesn't mean they're out for the count. They do get another bite at the apple because it is double elimination. So expect to see some pretty. I don't know really. I don't know if they're going to be tentative or not. Anyway, I'm going to ready up and jump back out. I don't know if they're going to be tentative, sort of probing, or if they're going to be full on. It all depends on the type of gameplay that they've been used to. I myself have not streamed either of these two clans during this tournament, so it's pretty difficult for me to say, who's doing the best and who's not. What strategy that one's got over what strategy this one's got. But we will see. Time will tell. And that's basically what we're going to be doing, guys. So just waiting for them to ready on up. We've got, as I said, another 4 minutes to go. I won't jump into the room for another, 2 minutes. I started the stream a little bit earlier. I was going to start at 10 on the dot, but there's no point in that. You needed to see some bits and bobs. Just for you again, in case you've forgotten, I'm not the only one streaming. We do have Manu and Aminet85. Those two are streaming SNRG against Serenity. Manu is streaming in Italian, Aminet in English. There's myself, obviously, because you're here. And there's also 9-0, who is also streaming in English. We are both streaming Phoenix against Raid here. So that's what you're seeing this evening, guys. So, but don't feel, if you want to go and watch Serenity and SNRG, don't feel that I'll feel upset or anything, because it doesn't work that way. Not with me anyway, so don't stress it. Sorry about the noise in the background. It's that stupid birthday thing on the garage. It's very annoying, and not much I can do about that. If I turn it off, you'll have no game sound whatsoever. So there you go. It is annoying though, and I don't know if I can truly fix it. Maybe I can. Let's have a look. No, I don't think I can actually. So sorry about that. You're going to have to sort of make do with it. Anyway, the room is now at the right stage, so we can jump in. I won't go into the major side just yet. I'll wait for a moment before we jump in fully. Oh, that noise is really doing my head in. I don't know where it's coming from, to be honest with you. I've turned everything off. Maybe it's coming from there, I don't know. Anyway, so I'll go on to the big overview in a moment, so everybody can see what's being readied up, because at this moment in time, they've still got under 2 minutes, so it's not like we're in a rush, guys. Not only that, there's only 15 people watching so far. Come on, where is everybody for the last chance? Excuse me while I have another sup of my juice. Come on, all you lovely people out there, come and watch Raid against Phoenix. What's wrong with you all? Are you all gone to watch Serenity? Yes, well, it happens, and I'm not going to be upset about it. Why would I be? Nah, anyway. Just over a minute to go now. We're going to now jump into the main room. So here we are in the main room. Oh, look at that. My it's gone a bit skew-whiff. I don't know why it's done that. So excuse me while I just tinker with the... there we have it. It's a bit better. I don't know why it was doing that. It's just gone a bit weird. So neither team is readied up fully yet. At the moment, as you can see, Phoenix are really liking their Type 71s. What a shocker. Are they going to take full 7? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We will find out. They are readying up in Type 71s. Now I know that clans and the teams do like the Type 71, but I haven't seen a strat yet where a team has taken a full 7. I've seen 6. I've seen a team take 6, not the full 7. So that's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to that. Raid at the moment are 1 short. They haven't got a full team, which is alarming when there's only 14 seconds to go. So that already puts their chances sort of. It already doesn't help them. Let's be honest. And they've also raided up in Type 71s apart from Messi's in 907. But they are a man down. They are a tank down. They are only. Well, there you go. They're only 6. So I don't think that was their game plan, but it is what it is. You know, there's only 6 of them, 6 against 7. Raid are automatically on the back foot. Not going to lie. Let's get up high into the back of the map, as we always do. And as you can see, Junioretto jumped into a Sheridan. Sneaky. And going to the C-cap. The rest of them, well, A and B, as I predicted, they are going to be looking at that middle area. Let's go over to Raid, because they're the tank down, and they've got to do something about that. And as you can see, I mean, Messi is trying to get Overwatch there. Good shot going into Old School, coming from across the map. That was a great shot, actually. Nicely timed, and I don't know if he was spotted. I think that was more of a blind shot, on the grounds that they expected them to be going that way, because nothing was spotted at A or B. So the Caps' advantage is going to go to Phoenix, and that's going to really put the pile of pressure on Raid, mainly because they've got a tank down, and they're also a lot of points behind, and they're losing hit points. Falcon has been smacked around a little bit there. Admittedly, One Above All has also been smacked around. Blue is pushing towards the B cap. I'm going to just rotate around towards Phoenix's positions and try and have a C, because it's going to be Raid are going to do the pushing here, not Phoenix. Phoenix are going to be very happy with what they've got at the moment. They've got a gun up and they're over 100 points up, so they can just sit back and have a really good time. As far as they're concerned, they are just going to sit and wait for Raid to push. At the moment, we've got Pigeon, Janetto, and Greenetto, and One Above All just sitting on the A cap area. Over the other side, well, we've got nobody in Phoenix is going to be moving. They're going to wait for Raid, and Raid, they haven't got much time. I mean, the Caps are just running away from them at the moment. They were almost 200 points to the 200 points down. Now, I don't know if this is a game plan by Raid, that they don't really mind losing to Phoenix. It is best of 3. They may be having an eye on the next round, because if they beat Phoenix, and let's say Serenity beat SNRG, then they would have to face Serenity. Maybe they don't want to do that. Maybe they're edging their bets. Maybe they think that Serenity is going to turn over SNRG, and therefore they're going to have a better chance facing SNRG than Phoenix will face up. Anyway, Raid's making a push onto the A cap. Old School, Tim, and Messi all moving in. Greenetto is the one we looked at. Blue is jumping into the B cap at the same time. Tim gets smacked, and as we can see here, they've leveled the tanks up, but they've not leveled the points up. Now Blue is being pushed heavily here. At the same time, over at the other side of the map, I mean, we're trying to keep an eye on Blue. Blue is losing hit points rapidly. One Above All goes down. So Raid have brought another tank out. They will lose Blue, but look at the points. Raid are slowly trying to bring them back. They need to take down Nometto here. He is the one that is being focused. They've taken the A cap as well. There goes Nometto. So it's 4 against 5. So the advantage at the moment, tank-wise, now sits with Raid. Raid, Alufi, really getting punished, but he sat in the middle there. What did you expect? And now Raid have got the points. Oh, no, they haven't. They've just lost the points. No, they've got the points again. No, they've lost the points. As Alufi went down, that gave the points to Phoenix. But Falcon in Old School here looking desperately to try and take out Pigeon. At the same time, over the other side of the map, Old School is trying to tussle with Junior Eto, who's in a Sheridan. Pigeon should go down here, and that will change the dynamic a little bit. But oh no, Falcon goes down first. Old School will take down though, and there's only one tank left, and it's Imperator. He manages to take down Tim, but it's 2 against 1. This is a massive turnaround by the lads of Raid. They were a tank down. They were 200, almost 300 points down. And boy, did they turn it around. Look at the points. They're about to win on points. Messi rolling in here against Imperator. And he's got the mobility, and it doesn't really matter anyway, because Raid 1-0 on points. What a turnaround. I really thought Raid had their backs against the wall there. It really looked that way. I mean, they had a tank down. They lost 2 bases in quick succession. They were almost 300 points adrift. And then, what a push. What a push. Raid Tim there doing 4.1k in damage. Messi doing 4k. I mean, that is miraculously great stuff. We're going to change those spawn points now here on Oasis Palms. Raid now have 7 in their team. Phoenix struggled just when they only had 6. Raid are therefore looking like they really want this one. It looks, Raid have got the bit between their teeth, and Raid are saying, you know what? No, we want to book our place. Don't forget, it's the top 2 that go through. So there are 2 spaces up for grabs in the next part of the tour. So Phoenix have got to sort of dust themselves down a little bit and sort of say, hey, what happened there? How did we lose that? I mean, don't get me wrong. The Phoenix guys, when you look at their lineup, they have got some amazing players. But, wow. Raid, what a turnaround. Jumping into what they're all lining up in, well, Blue is jumping into an FV4005. Interesting. I mean, that thing is a beast. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it really is a beast. But so is Naro. He's also in a 4005. Messi is still in the 907. Everybody else is on Type 71. Phoenix, well, Junior Eto is still in a Sheridan, but everybody else is on Type 71. So a bit of a meta change here. Going to be interesting to see how they're going to work these FVs. I mean, doubling up. I mean, that's an interesting one. Don't get me wrong. As I said, it is a monster of a tank. And, I said to everybody on a stream yesterday, if you've got that tank, go out in it, guys, because they're going to nerf it. They're going to nerf it by a whole 1 second on that empty clip. So get out there. As it stands at the moment, it is pretty obscene. Anyway, turning back to the game. Looking at the hit points, wow, Phoenix have got those hit points, but only marginally. When I say marginally, it's less than 1,000. I mean, at this level of the game, that's not massive, to be fair. Let's get up very high to the back of the map. Phoenix this time all the way moving through like men possessed, really, to the A and the B cap. Moving around to the back of the map over this side. I was trying to keep Phoenix in shot. You can see Raid heading out to the desert area. They are looking for this C-Strat. Messi, however, in that 907, really working it. Pushing hard towards the spawn of Phoenix. Tim jumping into the C cap. A and B have not been taken yet. Phoenix not so quick to take the caps this time. Working out what Raid are doing. They're worried about those 2 FVs, and I don't blame them. Now, Raid may put these FVs on this ridge line right here, because if they do, they will have clear shots onto the B cap, and that's exactly what they've tried to do. Malpak getting the feel of that right there, and again, and this is what Naro and Blue are looking for. They're looking to just farm. They're not connecting into that B cap there. Yes, they are there. They did connect there. They're just slowly whittling down, leaving those to farm to their heart's content over that side. Moving over, one above all is now a one-shot. And we got Falcon Luffy and Tim all lining up to take pot shots into one above all. He's got to get out there. He's not quick enough. Over the other side, Messi is taking on the Sheridan. Gubnetto is coming in. Messi goes down. That is a big kill. The mobility going down there for Raid. However, Malpka is in a little bit of trouble here. He's being surrounded by the Raid Type 71s. And Raid Tim looking to put a shot in. Luffy will be looking to finish him off. And he does. 2 tanks down to the loss of 1. Raid got the point advantage at the moment. They don't have the base advantage. They have the points advantage. And they have the gun advantage. Now, what are they going to do with it? I mean, they've got those 2 FVs still sat right at the back. Although they are moving around. We're going to stay with the heavies. Wait for the FVs to make their final move around. They're looking like to flank. Grinetto is feeling a bit sort of nervous over there. So is Junior Eto. Old School, well, he's just on the corner here. And it looks like Raider just waiting for their FVs to come in. And then they'll go for a push. And they'll probably push onto the middle area here. Here comes Blue and here comes Nardo. Blue gets tagged there. But he's going to be able to put a lot of shots into Nabeto. And Naro is also going to be looking to put shots in. Grubnetto there doing well, but Tim comes around the corner. That makes a counter push from Phoenix. Down goes Tim. Now Falcon is looking worse for wear. Nabeto is still alive. Falcon is going to go down here. He's not going to survive this, and he doesn't. Old School comes in. Neto is still alive. That was not part of Raid's game plan. Finally, Nabeto goes down. Now they're pushing on to Imperator. Down he goes. But Pigeon and Granetto are very healthy. It's 3 against 3. 2 of those 3 for Raid are FVs. Therein lies your problem. Naro's only got 2 in his clip, and he bounces the first one, and down he goes because they are susceptible to HE. Old School is being pushed here. Blue is trying to cap the A-cap. Old School has got to hold his line. But Phoenix have got the points. Old School is doing what he can. Great shot in from Blue, but now he's on his long reload. Old School is not going to last, and he doesn't. We are left with Blue as the last man standing, but it doesn't matter because the points go to Phoenix. Oh, it swings and roundabouts. Roundabouts and swings here. Clearly, the FV strat did not work as well as Raid would have liked. And Phoenix there, pretty wise to it. They took down Messi very early, and that was a big loss. Losing Messi early there lost the mobility for Raid, and that really sort of changed it. Changed the dynamic of the game, brought Phoenix back. We're now on to Yukon. Although, as you can see there, I haven't loaded up Yukon because I'm a nab. Ugh, sorry about that. And on to Yukon. What are we going to see? Well, it's anybody's guess, to be honest with you. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of action around this area rather than the decap. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Looking at the tanks, well, Phoenix this time bringing out the WZ113 and an IS-4, but everybody else in the Type 71. Raid, Messi still in the 907. Nardo now jumping into an IS-4, and thankfully everybody no longer taking an FV4005. Excuse me. Didn't quite work out for the Raid boys. And Phoenix just anticipated it pretty well. Well, as I said, the dynamic changed when they took down Messi. Messi was basically the spotter for the 405s. And then the 405s are just an HE magnet. You know, you can't really brawl a front line in them, so it just happens. But that was that. This is the decider. Winner takes it all. Who is going to go into the upper bracket final? Who's going to drop down to the lower bracket final? We're going to find out very, very shortly here on Yukon. As you can see, hit points, well, slightly in favour of Phoenix, and again, doesn't really matter, not at this level of the game. It's the game is, 1,000, a couple of hundred hit points doesn't mean anything. Anyway, let's get up high into the back of the map, as we generally do, and see where they're going. Well, looks like Phoenix are heading for the A cap. They'll probably try to cap C at the same time. Looks like Malpka is going that way. Moving around and rotating around, looks like Raid are doing pretty much the same thing. They're looking for the B cap and an A cap. So pretty much even Stevens here. We've got 3 of the Raid tanks coming down against 4 of the Phoenix tanks. Oh, that's a double tap into Pigeon. However, it looks like Phoenix are thinking that they've got Raid on the back foot here because they've only got 2 tanks and they've got the advantage. But now, if you have a look, there's a counter push by Raid. Messi, Tim, Alufoy, and Naro all pushing through onto the C-cap, trying to catch them out guard there, allowing these 3 tanks just to sort of hold a rear guard, whilst the majority of the Phoenix tanks are coming round. That it is 3 tanks out here, though. Falcon will go down first. Junioretto, oh, they're not focusing him. Blue, yes, he does. Blue will be next on the hit list. At the same time, Malpka in the IS-4 has gone down. 2 tanks down, Blue and Falcon. However, the Raid team turning around and now pushing through. Imperiota is the one that they're looking at. Raid have lost 2 tanks, though, to the loss of only 1 of Phoenix. However, the hit points are favouring Phoenix here quite considerably. 2,000, in fact. So, Raid are going to be worried about that. Old School and Tim quite contained here. Naro is trying to get the shots into Imperator, but it's not really helping out. Tim is, I mean, Imperator is just face-hugging, which is really stopping those shots from penning. Old School is now a one-shot. Granetto will put one in. So, it's 4 against 6. Can Raid bring this back? At the moment, it looks like Phoenix have got it. Naro is going to go out. Naro does. It's 3 against 4. They can turn this around. It's 2 against 4. Maybe they can't. Alufi has got to do everything now. Messi should take out Imperator, which will bring it on to a 3 versus 2, but he will loot Alufi at the same time. Alufi will go down, and this one will go to Phoenix at this rate. Messi is the last man standing. He's in a 907 and he's lost a majority of his hit points. So this one is going to go to Phoenix. Phoenix will turn over Raid here and they will go into the upper bracket final, whereas Raid will drop down into the lower bracket final. Like I said, it's double elimination. So, engine fire on Messi. He does manage to repair, but he's only got 48 hit points. He manages to take down that kill. There is they haven't got the points, they haven't got the guns, he hasn't got the hit points either. Messi's a great player, but even Messi can't get out of that scenario. So there we go. Congratulations to Phoenix, commiserations to Raid, but as I said, they're not out. It's best of 3 and it's double elimination. So they will be facing off against whoever lost against SNRG and Serenity. And we're going to find out who that was. Now looking at the tournaments, let's find out who's in what in who. So Serenity and SNRG were playing against each other. So Serenity turning over SNRG. They will face Phoenix in about 15 minutes. SNRG, however, will face Raid in the lower bracket at the same time. So that is what is going to happen. It's about 15 minutes. So let me just load up a replay so you can go and watch some people being completely and utterly OP. Dropped. It's gone weird again. Don't know why it keeps doing that, but there we go. Sorry, we saw this replay the other day. Sorry. I'm just going to drop this replay. I played this replay the other day. Really sorry, everybody. Wasn't meant to happen. That wasn't meant to happen. That was the wrong replay. I'm so sorry. It was another replay that I was trying to get, and it was this one. So sorry about that. Hi Andy, how are you doing, my friend? Are you still singing yourself on a Spanish island? Oh, you lucky man. I just realised I showed this replay as well. Oh, this is what happens when everybody sends me the replays, and I get 4 or 5 replays from the same players, and they're all in the same tank. It's so annoying. But this was a great game, so just watch it again. Sorry, Adrian. So I mean, yours was a great game as well. But we watched both these 215Bs. My bad. Anyway, we'll be getting the invite through shortly. Not 10 minutes before the next round, so 10 minutes before kickoff. So there we go. It's all going to be good fun. And I don't know why OBS keeps changing my World of Tanks Blitz skin, but they do. It keeps making it smaller than bigger than larger. It's very strange why they're doing that. But there we go. Just keeps resizing it. Don't know why. I think it's because I'm streaming in 1440, and OBS keeps wanting to default back to 80. It was back to 1080. So that's probably what the why. So hopefully you're watching in 1440. If not, well, you're not missing much. Apart from really good HD quality. What a great game that was. And he's got his little pop-ups in the Jack in the Box. I do like that. Fantastic game, not gonna lie. Anyway, I was streaming the other day with Martin Dogger, and did you know this? When you get really frustrated with the game, guys, and you know you've got so annoyed, just open this. You can just do this. Yeah, just it's so satisfying. It's satisfying, yeah. Oh, look at that. Unbelievably satisfying. It's more satisfying than you think. I mean, you can play with the things over here as well. Look, which is this here, isn't it? What? But that's not as satisfying. That is not as satisfying as that. That's so satisfying. You know, you go out, you have a load of bad teams, just get into your garage and just do that. You'll love it. Absolutely love it, to be honest with you. So let's have a look and see. We will be going out with Serenity against Phoenix. So they will be rolling out on Oasis Palms again. Really? It's just Oasis Palms. It's an Oasis Palms night. Is that what it is? Really? Oasis Palms all night? Oh, I'm not going to show you the map again. You all know what Oasis Palms looks like. Do I have to show you the map again? Really? My life. You'd thought they'd have, rotation. Clearly not. There's Oasis Palms. We saw it like a minute ago in a couple of games. And now we're seeing it again because that's the rotation. Oasis Palms. Why, oh why, oh why? I don't know why they've done that, but they have. Anyway, just remember, I'm not the only one streaming. So, Manu is streaming in Italian. Aminet streaming in English. I and 90 are also streaming in English. Now, I'm assuming, well, I don't know actually. I don't know who's going to get the upper and who's going to get the lower. Maybe are all four of us going to jump into the upper bracket final? If so, that's a little bit sort of weird because then that's 4 streams showing the same thing. Or maybe 2 of us will drop down to the lower bracket and 2 of us will stay in the upper bracket. I don't know as of yet. To be honest with you, I'll find out as soon as we get the room invite, which will be in about 30 odd seconds or so. I mean, we were meant to be following Phoenix in Raid, so we may stay in the bottom bracket, I don't know. Or we may follow Phoenix into the upper, I don't know. Just, we'll wait and see. You will find out, the same time I'll find out. So anyway, that's who's streaming. There are other streamers out there. So, if your favourite streamer is out there streaming away, by all means, go and check them out. Room invite should be coming through around now. We haven't got it yet, but it should be coming through as soon as we get it. Like I say, we will jump in, ready up and jump back out again. There it is. Boom. And we are in the lower bracket here with SNRG and Raid. Now, we've already seen Raid, so we'll have a look at SNRG's lineup. This is their lineup. No gain, no pain. That guy, Jesuit, Breeze, that guy. Don't do that. Die. Yeah, okay. V, that guy. K-Gam, and True Positive. I know True Positive. There's a reason why I'm not saying some of those names, clearly. And I'm pretty sure that Wargame will be upset with at least one of those names. And I'm not going to say, I'm just going to call him, I don't know what to call him actually. Guy. I'm going to call him that guy, if you don't mind. I hope you don't mind with the commentary there. I'm just going to call him that guy. I'll call the other one Johnny. Bit of an English joke. Don't mind me. But that's what I'm going to do, okay? It's just the way it is. Anyway, that's their lineup. Don't know who is actually going to be playing, but that's their lineup. And they're going out on Oasis Palms. We will be following them closely. I don't know if Raid are going to bring out the FV4005 strat, the double FVs, the double porta potties. I doubt it, but there we go. Let's jump into the room. Raid have only got 6 again. One of them likes hanging around out doing other things. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I'm going to see where the other spectator was. I'm the only spectator by looks on it at the moment. Raid have now got 7. So we've got the usual lineup for Raid. At the moment, Nardo is in a 113. Messi is in his 907. Every else is in a Type 71. Moving over, we've got double 50B strat going on here with No Gain and Johnny. Everybody else apart from Nadiz, I'm going to call you Jadiz. Sorry, just don't know what to call you. He's in an E100 and V is in a 113. Everybody else is in that those Type 71s. I'm still freaking out about that name. I almost said it, but I didn't, and he's not there, so it's okay. I don't have to say that guy because I was worried about that, going around saying, and that guy is shooting, and they're focusing that guy. It would have been a bit weird. Excuse me while I have a sip of my juice. It's actually Middleburg. That's not what it said. It said Oasis Palms, but it is actually Middleburg. Okay. Wargaming catching me out there. That's naughty. It's Middleburg. So we're probably going to see a C-strat and somebody overlooking that. They caught them out as well. That's why they were changing their tanks. Because it does say Oasis Palms in the lineup. You saw that. I flicked on it and I commented on it as well. So it did say Oasis Palms. Clearly that was wrong. Clearly it's a little bit of a glitch because it's Middleburg here for the lower bracket semi-final. We will have a Raid on the south spawn, SNRG on the north spawn. So interested to see how they play this one. Just under a half a minute to go before we roll out. Raid do need to turn this one around. We are going to lose one of these teams. Okay, simple as that. Either Raid or SNRG, one of these teams is not going to progress. Looking at the hit points, well, it's in favour of SNRG here. Raid won't be too phased about that though, let's be honest. They're not going to be overly upset. We're rolling at the moment with Messi in his 907. Let's get up high into the back. Messi's going to be looking for those early door spots. He's going to be rushing straight to this area, trying to get those spots in as they try and cross. And they're going down. So Messi not spotting anything. That's going to send the signal to Raid that they can push onto the C cap. Let's roll down into the town with SNRG, who are pushing through heavily. They didn't take the A cap, but now they've all been spotted. That will allow somebody from Raid to take the C cap. Messi is taking his time to get there. A cap will be taken, so Raid will be on the back foot cap wise. You can see here that the B cap was taken pretty quickly. C cap still not taken here for Raid. Moving back, just having a look to see what SNRG are doing. Well, they're just going to rotate back to their spawn and consolidate their lead here. They've got the early caps. Raid have therefore got to do the pushing. Just go back over the top of the map and see exactly where Raid are looking to sort of make a move. Looks like Naro is going to be joining Falcon. Old School and Blue are together with Alufia and Messi coming to join, and Tim is also coming to join. Looks like it's going to be a push down onto the B cap here from Raid. Raid have already lost a little bit of HP, but then again, so did... Oh, and here they go. Falcon and Blue pushing heavily down towards the C cap. Sorry, the B cap. They don't want to take too many risks here because they are a little bit isolated, but blue is looking to probably... Oh, that's a great shot from Falcon into V. That tells blue... Oh, blue sees the E100, but it was too little too late. E100 did get a shot in. That will allow blue, however, to sort of move in there and try and side scrape. Here come the rest of Raid coming down to give some much needed support. Messi is going to go around the flank to put those shots into that E100 to give blue a bit of support. Blue will cap, but then we've got a double push here from SNRG onto Nardo. Nardo is looking worse for wear in the 113. It's always going to be a danger, the 113. Can they take out G's? No, they can't. Nardo goes down first, but now Raid swing back into action. Take down G's. Back over the other side. Blue pushed heavily. Down he goes. 2 tanks down again for Raid. However, Raid have got slight advantage over here. Down goes another tank for SNRG. They're looking to take down No Pain No Gain here in the 50B. Big rolls in. 50B goes down. Old School goes down though. It's 4 against 4. It's pretty level scoring at the moment here. And they're looking to put so much pressure onto this poor old 50B. Tim needs to finish him off. Maybe a good HE roll into the back. And it is 2 against 3 though. Raider on the back foot. They have got the points. Sorry, they have got the caps. They haven't got the points because the 113 of V and Jizz and what is it? Jizz? I don't know. Oh, and it's all looking bad here. Tim is the last man standing. He's got to take this WZ out. But he's got tanks behind him, trying to put shots up his rear. Raid are going to go down here, and SNRG are going to win on the points in any event. 1-0 to SNRG here on Middelburg. Raid not going to be happy with that performance, not going to lie. I mean, looking across there, they did, unfortunately, they're not going to be chuffed with that. Let's just say that. Back to Middelburg, this time swapping those spawn points. Raid on the north spawn, SNRG on the south spawn. SNRG 1-0 to the good for them. And only me streaming it. Go figure. Just the way it goes. Raid a little bit on the back foot. Not really. I mean, they had a great opening game there against Phoenix, but been struggling since then. Not going to lie. So they've got to pull their finger out. Nardo yet to ready up. The SNRG team have got 260, a Sheridan, an E100, and everything else is Type 71. Although no gain, no, he's staying in the 260. Raid on the other hand, double 113 and a 907. Everybody else is in Type 71. Raid here looking for a little bit of mobility. Raid got it all to do. As I said, it's one of them is going home. It's as simple as that. Only one progresses to the lower bracket final, and one of them will go home. One of them will go out. It's that simple, and it's that brutal, I'm afraid. So, Raid got it all to play for. Got to throw down the gauntlet. They had a disappointing Money Blaster, which is a similar sort of tournament where they also went out in the qualifying stages. That time to Amorex. There's been no Amorex in this game so far, so it's not been that way. They've just been outplayed, both by Phoenix and so far by SNRG. Bit of errors creeping into Raid. That was all. Anyway, Sheridan here of V jumping into the C-cap, but getting tagged, double tagged actually, but not enough to lose a lot of hitch points, just enough to stop him from capping. The rest of SNRG are now coming up to try and have Overwatch here on the C cap, along with the rest of the raid team. So we've got an E100 down in the town, in Falcon in the 71 also down in the town on Overwatch. The rest of raid and the rest of SNRG is up top. The Sheridan has managed to back away, get to a position of relative safety. Now it all depends now who's going to push. SNRG have the cap advantage. The E100 managing to take the B cap, and he's now pushing through. We're not going to stay with E100, we're going to stay up top here, because Raid and SNRG are going to brawl at some point in time. Falcon has been spotted down there, and the A cap is now being taken by SNRG as well, with a shot going into Falcon. Now SNRG are looking to probably put a little bit of pressure onto Raid here, which is exactly what they're doing. They're pushing round, shots are going in, but they're not connecting as much as they would like here, Raid. They're pushing around onto Alufi. He's got to be careful, he's outgunned. Oof, down goes the Sheridan, courtesy of Messi. So a tank down, but Alufi's got to get out of trouble here. He is managing to take a lot of hit points, but down he goes. But also, down goes a T-71. They may have the base points, SNRG, but they do not have the guns. Jeez is now going to go down. Old School should finish him off. He doesn't. Blue does. Moving around. Falcon takes down the U100. It's 3 against 6. This is not going the way that SNRG hoped for. Down, however, goes Tim, but at the same time, Blue manages to take out another tank. No pain, no gain, and the 260 is now going to be focused. But first, Johnny over there in the Type 71 will be focused by Messi and Old School. And good shots going into Johnny there. In comes Falcon for the ram. Good ram. And it's a bit of a brawl now. Raid are going to take this one and level the scores up as they go into the decider. Oof. Raid bringing it back, keeping their hopes alive here. Good stuff by Raid, showing their vast amounts of experience and holding their nerve. It was a don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad push there by any stretch of the imagination by SNRG, but Raid were just ready for it, and Alufi managing to pull back and bringing those tanks around with him, putting them into a crossfire, allowing Raid to basically decimate them. We're now moving to Vineyards. We haven't seen Vineyards today, so we are on to Vineyards. That is Vineyards. Expecting, well, I don't know what to expect on this one. I mean, recently we've been seeing a lot of action around here, but generally you're going to be getting your action more like around this area. There's a lot of action around here. It sort of spreads out towards the A cap as well. So that's what we'll be looking at on Vineyards. Well, obviously we need to find out what they're readying up in. So we've only got 40 odd seconds to go, so let's swap those views. As you can see here, Raid doubling up there with the 113s. Messi still in the 907, everybody else in the Type 71. Moving over to SNRG, wow, there's a Sheridan, a Chieftain, and the rest are Type 71s. So clearly everybody likes the Type 71. Excuse me, we'll have a sup. It's level pegging, don't forget guys, it's still best of 3, which means winner takes it all. This is the decider. The winner of this goes on to face the loser between Serenity and Phoenix, whoever that may be, and the winner then will proceed to face the winner of whoever Serenity and Phoenix wins into the grand final. So both teams fighting here to hold on, to get and book their place. Still got a long way to go though, it's not easy. Raid bringing it back to this decider. Can they turn it around into their advantage and to their favour? So we're going to shoot over to the middle of the map because we want to see exactly what both teams are doing. So the Sheridan of no pain, no gain, no pain is going to fast cap. You can see here Messi is also going to try and fast cap at the A cap. That is unsurprising. You can see SNRG are stacking their tanks up just behind the B cap, whereas Raid have done more of a broad front and may potentially be able to take somebody into that C cap. So that's what Raid are sort of looking for at the moment. They don't have the cap advantage. The cap advantage with SNRG, but SNRG will be mindful that Falcon over there he is. He can, if he really wanted to, probably sneak into that C cap. Although Tim is looking to get up there and use that gun depression. So at the moment, SNRG are making a push. Wowzers. They're pushing towards that A cap. And they're going en masse. Didn't expect that this early part of the game. But they want to try and close down Raid and try and get that cap advantage. And get those cross shots into those tanks that are on the middle area. Good tracking shot by Blue. He didn't want that. He wanted something else. But that is given Raid the knowledge that SNRG are trying to push over. The C cap is now being taken by a Raid, although that has been reset. But Messi is down there. He's going to be able to take it. SNRG now going to push down onto Blue. Naro is there to support, but they are pushing down onto Blue. It is 3 against 2, but they've got to be careful of those cross shots coming in from the likes of Falcon. Blue getting tunneled here by Johnny and Kagami. They're going to carry on pushing through, as you can see here. Blue may not last this one. I don't think he's going to. He's a ram kill away. Falcon comes in to help Naro, but back in the other side of the map, in the middle area, there's lots of things going down. G's here is a one-shot, but so is Alufi. Alufi goes down. Blue goes down, but G's does go down in the end. It looks like it's just a big brawl, really. Old School is looking to put some into Durl. Back over this side, very quickly, Condom goes down, who is Johnny, by the way, but 2 tanks down on both sides. Hit points are in favour of Raid. They've got to take out Kagami here. Naro and Falcon have got to finish him off, and they do. Back over to the other side of the map. Well, Messi is taking another base, but is that not going to be enough? Old School, down he goes. It's 4 against 4. Tim is not going to survive. Tim is a one-shot. Down he goes. It's 3 against 4. Deal is realistically a one-shot. V, however, is a 3-shot. No Gain is a nice one-shot if Falcon can get that shot in. So it's not all over. And look, Raid have got 2 bases. So they will start clicking up soon. Najir is pushing down onto Nardo. Falcon wants to finish off that Chieftain. He doesn't. He finishes off Deal. And he finishes off the Chieftain. It's now 3 against 2. Messi is going to be looking to close down No Gain, No Pain in the Sheridan. And he does. Naro here. Raid are looking to get this. Najiz is the last one standing. He's in the Type 71. There's not much he can do about it. He's very healthy, but Messi is also healthy. But they win it on points. And Raid will go through. Congratulations to Raid. Commiserations to SNRG. We will now lose SNRG. Raid will progress. And we are going to find out who they're going to be progressing against. So let's have a look at the chart. So Serenity is already in, so it's going to be Raid in Phoenix, sorry. They're going out in about 15 minutes. So now I can get a replay up and running. Excuse me. Let's have a look at this one. I'm back. I had to take a quick break, sorry. So this is a replay that was just sent to me by Slate8, who's in the chat. Don't care what anybody says. The Type 57 is not a trash tank. It's actually a very, very nice tank since its balance changes. Despite some people saying it's a bit trash now. I don't think it is, but each to their own. And he's got a nice reload. Look. 18 seconds for the full clip, and then the interclip is not bad. Slate, I don't know how you play without the things above them. That would sort of do my head in. But again, you know, it's what people are used to, yeah. I don't know how many hit points that tank's got left. Like I said, that would make me go sort of crazy. I mean, how do you know he's a one-shot? You don't. Do you play like that, or do you have it open like that? It's like, oh, it's work now. Weird, glitchy wargaming. Oh, what a kill! 5.2k damage. Lovely little game. I think it's a great tank. Oh, nice little mastery as well. What more would you want? What about your creditos? You get some nice creditos? Of course you did. 169. That's what you need. That's what you need. Ah, lovely. Let me just check, because I have horrible feelings that this isn't working properly. No, it is working properly. It's in 10 minutes. I don't know if I've got time for another replay, to be honest with you, because it's in 10 minutes, which means it's in... Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. It's definitely 10 minutes, yeah? Yeah, it's in 10 minutes, so can't go out just yet with another replay, unfortunately. So we'll have a look at the map instead, because we're going out on Black Goldville, if it can be believed. Let's have a look at Black Goldville. So what can we expect to see here? Wow, lots of different things. You normally get a lot of action around sort of this area in tournament. I hate it when it does that. Stop doing that, you stupid thing. You normally get a lot of action around this area, around the B-cap area in tournaments. You will get some action over here, don't get me wrong, and you do get some action down here, but the majority of the action takes place in that B-cap area. The reason being is because they like to send some tanks out to this side so they can get overwatch that way and that way. And you may get one rotate up to the caves, don't know. From the other side, pretty much the same down here. That way they can push this way, and this way. And they may send one up to the caves, but you're always going to get one probably on overwatch here or looking there, and vice versa. So that's probably what we're going to be looking at. I don't know though. Like I said, they have different strats for different maps, and they have multiple strats on their maps. We've got 10 minutes. I don't think have I got a replay that's like 2 minutes long. I don't think I have. Not 2 minutes. I mean that one, yeah, okay. It's not great. Wouldn't that's 2 minutes long if possible. Any 2 minute long replays? Anyone? No, they're all too long. They're all far too long. That's the problem. Yeah, they're all too long. So unfortunately you'd have to listen to me instead. Voila. Well, Mini Fujit, yes, hello. He's just saying hello to everybody. Oh, so Just waiting now for the teams to ready up. We've already seen them once today. A raid against Phoenix. Let's just go back in actually, because I want to see how Serenity were doing. I mean, Serenity's matches, they beat. There was 2-1 against SNRG, and 2-0 against Phoenix. Phoenix, as you know, were taken to the wire by Raid, and then Raid sort of lost. And Raid were taken to the wire by SNRG as well. So Raid will be looking for, well, comeback, really. They will be looking to have revenge in some description. I wish they'd get rid of these because they're no longer available. Don't forget, I'm not the only one streaming, as I keep telling everybody. Manu is streaming in Italian, so all of those people out there who are Italian speakers, Manu is speaking in your language. Aminet, myself, and 9-0 are all streaming in English. Now, I don't know if all 4 of us are going to be invited. Clearly, in the last game, I think it was only me. So I am not 100% sure if all 4 of us are going to be there, because that is the only game that's going to be taking place. There were 2 games last time, Phoenix and Serenity, a raid against SNRG. So I don't know if all 4 of us are going to be invited to this game. Time will tell, and that time will be in about 7 minutes. So we just have to bide our time. But there are the other streamers, as I said. Manu streaming in Italian, myself, Amunet, and 9-0 all streaming in English. So again, you know, no egos involved here, guys. If your favourite streamer's there, by all means, you know, the chances are they're going to be streaming the same match as I am. By all means, go and watch them. I won't take it as an insult or anything like that. It's not a big deal. It's not a problem. So up to you at the end of the day. You'll find them all in the game. Just out of interest, if you're confused, I mean, where am I getting that from? Just go to current, go to there, go to streams. Same. It's the same, basically, exactly the same look. So just go to tournaments, click on the last chance, because you have to. So as I'll show you again, go to tournaments, click on current, click on last chance, click on streams. They're all listed, so all there for you to see. We should be getting the invite, if we are going into the next game, that is, in about 30 seconds. My hair is giving me a hard time today. It's really giving me a hard time today. I don't know why. It was a bit windy earlier. and I can't be bothered to do anything with it. Simple as that, really. So, you know, these things happen. I don't care. I need to get it cut, to be honest with you. It's a little bit wayward at the moment. But hey, you know, these things happen. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it's looking a bit weird. Got this strange sort of parting going down. But hey, don't look at my hair. Oh, here we go. We've got the room. Ba-ba. So I'm going to click ready and jump out. As I said, we're going out on Black Goldville, so that's the map we're going out on. Just to refresh your memory, that is Black Goldville. Actually, that is Black Goldville. I keep doing that because it's mirrored, yeah? So I have to point that way to show you where the map is, when actually the map in real life is over there on my screen, but it's there on OBS. So that's Black Goldville. That's the map we're going out on. I'll jump into the room in about 2 minutes from now. So I'm going to have some more sup on my juice, if you do not mind. If you do mind, then I'm sorry, I'm going to have a sup on my juice anyway. Because, you know, it takes a lot out of you talking for... We've been talking now solid for just over an hour. And, I mean, the normal streams, the big streams, normally like 2 hours long, 2.5 hours. So an hour is nothing. And then obviously there's the normal streams that I do, and that's like 3-4 hours sometimes. So hey, you know, oof, not bad at all. we'll jump into the room in less than a minute, so we can see what they're readying up in as they're about to go out to Black Goldville. Like I said, it's Phoenix and, I mean, we could have a look at them again. These are the teams. It's Raid and Phoenix. So we saw the teams earlier. That's their full lineups. That's not necessarily the lineups they're going to take today, but those are their full lineups. You can see the win rate there. It's, you know, Raid have got a 68% average win rate, and Phoenix have got a 67% average win rate, basically. So, you know, there's not much in it in real terms. Let's jump into the room. Raid will be going out on the south spawn, Phoenix on the north spawn. So that's all interesting. Let's see how they play this. We can already see here that Raid have readied up. They've got their double 1-1-3s again. Blue and Nardo doubling up, teaming up again in the 1-1-3s, and Messi still in the 907. And why not? I mean, the 907 is a fantastic tank. Let's not kid ourselves. We're still waiting for Phoenix to ready up. Imperator is not going to be going out in a Sheridan missile. As much as he would probably like to, it ain't going to happen. But a lot of people would like to have the missiles in tournaments, not going to lie. So we've still got 2 minutes to go before kickoff. Raid will be looking to, as I said, get a little bit of revenge on Phoenix after what happened in the opening rounds. It didn't sort of end up being disastrous for Raid. I mean, they turned over SNRG, but and they haven't faced Serenity today. So Raid will be looking at that, thinking, well, you know, we can probably take it a little bit more, you know, differently against Phoenix, get through against Phoenix, and then we're fresh in playing against Serenity. And Serenity are on a long break now. They're on a break. They've got no games. And Raid will be coming on the back of, you know, this game. Phoenix will be looking for the same thing though, although they've already played Serenity and they've just lost to them 2-0. So, yeah, different psychological thoughts are going through their minds. Raid will be disappointed if they don't get into the final today. As I said, they had a disastrous blaster event whereby they went out in the qualifiers also. They don't particularly want that to happen twice in a row. So they'll be looking to try and secure that place today. If they get into the final, then, you know, they're in the top 8. One of these teams will be top 8. One of these teams will be going home disappointed. It's that simple. Jumping into the main room. Oh, wrong cam, sorry. Jumping into the main room. Then you can now see that Phoenix have also readied up. We've got Granetto in the Object 140 and Imperator in the M6 Yo. Everybody else is in the Type 71. Clearly, they really do like these Type 71s. Keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it, because they are spamming them. If you notice, no IS-7s. Oh, poor IS-7. It was the staple meta. And then the Type 71 came along, and then there were balance adjustments, and the IS-7 just doesn't get a look in anymore, bless it. Anyway, hit points. Nah, nothing in it. 300, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's be fair and honest here. That's not going to phase Raid, who are, Phoenix, who are below their points. Let's get up high into the back. Well, already we can see, Raid are going up. They're not even looking at that C-cap there. Raid Messi is rushing out there, trying to get that early cap on A. Moving around the map, you can see that Phoenix are also stacking their tanks up on this side. They're bringing their Type 71s in. This is quite aggressive. One above all, losing hit points as he drops down there. Now, Phoenix are going to push down onto Messi. Messi does cap. Cap advantage will go to Raid. But look at the way Raid have stacked up here. Now, Phoenix are looking to go to the caves. Messi does get tagged by Junior Eto. But at the moment, Raid are in not a bad position. Not going to lie. They've got the cap. And they've got their tanks lined up. Nardo losing some as well, but he is in a 1-1-3, and that thing has got a terribly weak hull. So we're just going to push forward a little bit with the camera. Pigeon is making a move through the cave. Don't know if that's a good idea. Messi is also looking to make a move that way, trying to stay all down. Now Raid are going to counter push. Pigeon, I think, just over-committed there, and that is going to hurt. And Malpka is just at the back, but poor old Pigeon, that's me and that Junior Eto, and one above all has had to come in. Pigeon, down he goes. That's a loss that they could have done without Phoenix. Now they've been sucked into the caves here by Raid, and Raid are now just picking them off. One above all, and now we've got Tim coming round, trying to stop the retreat from the Yo and Malpka. Malpka is going to be, old school goes down, but Malpka is a one-shot. One above all is a one-shot. Raid should be looking to close these tanks down. One above all goes down. Messi, however, does go down as well. Malpka now goes down. Luffy's got to be careful here. He's now a one-shot as well, and he's not going to last. Not going to lie. Blue is trying to help out. Falcon coming in. So 3 tanks down for both teams. Make that 4 tanks now. Imperator going down, but so does Falcon. It's 3 against 3. Hit points are in the favour of Raid. Base points are in the favour of Raid. Junior Eto here is being focused by Blue and Tim. Junior Eto should go down before Tim, and he does. Nobeto is now coming in to try and put some pressure on. Blue is just hiding behind Tim. And they're saying face off against Nobeto. Naro, well, Naro's going to come up. He's just been facing somebody else. Let's get down with Nobeto. There he is. He's quite healthy, but he has got 3 tanks against him, and they haven't got the bases. Raid have the bases, not Phoenix. He's desperately trying to get that shot into Blue, but Blue is protected by Tim, and now poor old Nobeto can't do anything about it. He may get a token kill courtesy of Tim, but no, he doesn't even get that. And Raid 1-0 up. Match point to Raid here in the semi-final. Raid will be happy with that. That will give them some positivity going into the next game here on Black Goldville. Hate to say, I think Pigeon over-committed there, over-pushed, stuck his nose out a bit too much, and that was enough for Raid to turn around and say, hey up, let's push him and let's get them out the game. And it sort of kind of went downhill from there. Whereas the rest of the Phoenix team had to really push in to try and contain Raid. That's no disrespect to Pigeon, he's a great player. But these tiny little things happen. It could have been the call. You never know. Anyway, swapping those spawn points here on Black Goldville. Raid are now on the north, Phoenix on the south. And Raid are sticking to that lineup. Double 113 and a 907. Everybody else in a Type 71. Phoenix, on the other hand, well, they're doing some chopping and changing. They brought in a Sheridan, that's Junior Eto. They brought in a TVP, that's Grinetto. They brought in a Kranwagen, that's Nobeto. And everybody else is staying in the same tank, Type 71s and Imperator in that Yo. So, match point to Raid. Can Phoenix turn that around here on Black Goldville? All to play for. All to play for. Phoenix will be sat there thinking, gosh, we did what we could. We turned over Raid earlier. You know, they're so tantalizingly close to that top 8 space. Raid, on the other hand, will sit there thinking we're also close to that top 8, even closer than Phoenix now because we're at match point. Let's see how the dice is now going to be cast. One of them is going to be disappointed. Hit points, wow, Raid now for the first time this evening have more hit points. 700. Yeah, it's not a massive thing, but it's the first time they've got it. So this time, Messi again pushing out towards that A-cap, supported by Falcon, rotating round towards the cave area. We can also see Junior Eto is also making that push up, whereas We've got the TVP and the Kranwagen. The Kranwagen and the TVP, along with the Yo, are just staying down, overlooking the B cap. Sheridan not pushing to the A cap, and the Type 71's coming up to support. Messi straight in. Tim getting tagged massively there, losing a lot of hit points. He's in the advanced spotting position, but boy, he lost a lot of hit points for that peak. The rest of Raid are just now consolidating around the middle area of the map. Falcon just swapping places there with Messi. Granetto in the TVP right at the back there. You're not going to see him, but he's there in the C cap. He's going to take the cap, but the cap points are at the moment in the favour of Raid. That means it is Phoenix who need to push. Falcon, well, he was overlooking A, but they don't really need to. It's the B cap that attention should realistically be turned to, I think, which is why Naro is now taking up an advanced position. He has been spotted. We've got 4 tanks down here. Potentially, the Type 71s have also switched a little bit. So we've got majority of the tanks down this side now. Raid, well, they're looking to probably stay in that position. Messi is desperately trying to find those spots. When we move down the route, Tim is still there. But it's what will Phoenix do? Is Malpica going to push into the B cap? Yes, he is. He is going to push into the B cap. Let's just come out because Naro and Tim were here. Where's Tim gone? no, Old School was here, sorry. And Old School's still here. And the B cap needs to be reset. But Malpica's in a great spot. And that's why he's in a great spot. Now they have the cap. That has changed everything. Now it is Raid who need to line up. And they have to do some pushing of their own. And this time Phoenix have got some pretty decent positioning. They've got the C cap and they've got the B cap. Malpica kept managing to take the cap. I thought Naro was there overlooking, but Naro seemed to move out of the cap. So what we're going to do, we're just going to flotate round here quickly. We've got Pigeon and Imperator here, along with Malpica. It's a tough one, this, for Raid. They're going to wait. They have got plenty of time. They're only just behind on points. One above all is coming up just to support in case Falcon is coming around. He gets tagged. Falcon's got to be careful there. There are tanks for Phoenix just at the back, overlooking, and that's the problem. And as you can see, Blue getting tagged as well. Phoenix have put themselves in great positions here. Blue is looking to take the cap. Tim getting tagged yet again. And Raid are bleeding here. Are they going to be able to take this cap, or is Malpica going to reset it? Malpica does not reset it. And now Raid are looking to take down Malpica. Tim, Falcon in blue. Pigeon comes in to help out while the rest of Raid over the other side are pushing down through onto one above all. It's down this area though. There's a double push going on. Old School is down. Tim is down. 2 tanks down for Raid without a loss to Phoenix. 3 tanks down, but they have lost Malpica. However, Raid have lost 3 tanks. Their push on the other side didn't go according to plan. Now they finally take one above all, but they've lost 3 tanks. They've got to pull it back, and look at the points. The points are in favour of Phoenix here. Falcon will go down, and Phoenix win and take it to a decider. Wow. Phoenix, they're playing a stonking game, stealing the B cap. I really thought Naro was there overlooking when we went down there. Naro was there overlooking. And then when Malpica made that push in, he was Naro in Old School, I think it was, were sort of jostling for position. And by the time they'd done that, they weren't able to reset. Tim, on the other hand, bless him, just hit points given away far too easily. Now we move into Mayan Ruins for the decider. This could go either way, not going to lie. So Mayan Ruins is the next map. Let's get it up. That is Mayan Ruins. We will have Raid on the south spawn, Phoenix on the north spawn, and we're expecting a lot of action around here. That's where we're expecting it. Now, if they do send a light tank, so we're expecting most of the action here. If they do send a light tank, then yes, there's going to be a bit of tussling, but not much. Most of it is not going to be around that side. It is going to be around the middle. Looking at the team lineups, Raid going with a double 113 again and a double 50B. Everybody else in a Type 71. Phoenix, well, they're bringing in their 60 TPs, an IS4 and a 215B to support those Type 71s. This is literally the last chance for one of these teams. One of these teams will go through and secure their place in the top 8. One of these teams is going to be disappointed. Let's just put it that way. After playing so hard, after getting to this last chance tournament, neither team wants to throw it away at this stage. So it's all about the focus fire. It's all about who wants it more. And let's just hope RNG doesn't spoil anybody's party. 60 TPs, ammo racks notwithstanding. Let's get up high for the last time today for these two clans on this map, because we're going to lose one of them. One of them will face Serenity, one of them will be disappointed. We have got Nardo in the 50B heading towards that C-cap, with the rest of Raid pushing heavily towards the middle area. Moving around the map, we can see Phoenix are looking towards the A-cap area, not even sending anything out. They dropped the Sheridan in the end, not sending anything out towards that C-cap or even that B-cap. They are looking purely at the A-cap. C-cap is taken. Cap advantage will go. Malpka looking to steal the B-cap from under the nose of Raid, and he is going to get away with that because there is nobody there to reset it. However, they will be able to now take the A-cap as well. Phoenix should be able to take the cap advantage. Pigeon has jumped in with Nobeto. Malka, well, he doesn't care anymore. He's done his job, which is get that B cap. And Raid, well, let's go and sit with them because they're now once again the ones having to do the pushing. Now, as you can see, we have the Type 71s all stacked up. The 113 stacked up on the right flank and the 50Bs on the left flank. So Raid are going to be looking to do a pincer movement here. They're going to be looking to push in all three directions and get those guns turning around on Phoenix. This is where it becomes critical to make sure that you land those shots. Now the 113s are going in, led by Blue with Messi. The 50Bs are also going in. We're going to stay just here at the moment. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to float around to the 113s because they're going to turn the turrets first. Falcon dropping down towards the B-cap. It's all going to be a massive brawl in the centre as I expected. The 50Bs are trying to catch out one and above all, and he is getting absolutely wrecked by those double 50Bs. And now Phoenix is trying to push down towards the B-cap. Falcon is very, very, very low, but are they able to... Oh, Falcon goes down. Tank down already. Tank down for both teams. Old School desperately trying to get away from this enemy fire of Phoenix. And Raid Tim, oh, he doesn't manage it. 2 tanks down for Raid to the loss of 1. No. Even Stevens. No. Tim goes down as well. Phoenix have got double caps. They've got the points. They've got the guns. They've got their HP just about. They're now pushing onto Messi. Oh, and we're waiting for those 50Bs to come in. The 50Bs putting shots into Granetto. Granetto goes down. Oh, 4 tanks now down for Phoenix, but Messi is not going to last. Blue desperately coming in for Nobeto there, but it wasn't enough. Now the 50Bs are on their long reload yet again, and this is the downside to taking double 50B. Nobeto is a one-shot, but Blue has got to be careful. It's 3 against 4. Or Alufi is coming in. Maybe he will be loaded. No, he's not. That's the problem. These 50Bs just aren't able to get that DPM down anymore. Nobeto goes down. But now the 50B is loaded. And now he's able to put the shots in. But they have lost the other 50B. Alufi has got to make this last one count. Oh, and he doesn't. He pressed the wrong button. Down he goes. Oh. And it's all over. Phoenix go through. Raid disappointed yet again in another type of blaster tournament. Wowzers. Points sealing the deal. Now, I don't know, but it looked to me that Alufi had one shell left, and instead of pressing, I think he pressed reload, and I don't think he meant to. I could have been mistaken in the heat of the battle. However, massive congratulations to Phoenix. They go through to play Serenity. Commiserations to Raid. Again, just wasn't meant to be your tournament. So that's led us to the final stage, the grand final. This doesn't really make any difference. I don't think it goes off in about 5 minutes. The reason I say it doesn't make much difference is because both of these teams have made it into the top 8. To be honest with you, they have, because, well, that's what it is. That's the top 8. You know, the top 2 went through. So massive commiserations to Raid and massive congratulations. So we're going out on Middleburg. That's Middleburg. We saw it earlier. We're going to see it again. And it's going to be pretty much the same as what we saw a minute ago. And I would love to show you a replay, but we don't have time. But what I am going to do, I'm just going to pop to the bathroom. So bear with me 2 minutes. I'm back. Didn't turn the mic on. So, wowzers. What can you say to all of that? I mean, what excitement. We haven't got the room invite yet. It'll come through, I think, very, very shortly. So I can't do a replay. But, wow. That was, intense. No doubt Raid are going to be disappointed. Because, like I said, when they played in the Blaster event in winter, they also went out in the qualifying stages, and I think they're going to be disappointed again with themselves. It just seems that this event they just don't they don't gel with this event basically. Whereas Phoenix are going to be totally made up, very, very happy, and over the moon. Let's not lie. Because they worked hard to get there, and I'm not sure, but I think this is the first time Phoenix has been in the top 8 since, well, it's the first time I've commentated that Phoenix have been in the top 8. So, you know, they're going to be very, very happy with that, and I don't blame them. I mean, I would be, to be honest with you. I'm just making sure that we're not missing out here. No. Oh, they've changed the time again. So it was meant to be at 20. Yeah, okay. The time's changed again. So it's another. We've got time for a replay. So I'll just stick a replay on. Bear with me, because we have got time for a replay. So enjoy the drac. Now I know for a fact we haven't shown this replay, so there we go. This is a brand new replay, and we've got plenty of time this time, so that's good. Wowzers. Oh, that poor 71. Oh, that was a miss. The SP1C is very aggressive. Oh dear. Gets a kill though, bless him. I do like that T-71. The T-71 is actually quite a nice tank. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's fantastic. It's one of those little tanks that just takes you completely by surprise. Well, it takes me by surprise anyway. So, wowzers. And we get to now see Serenity. We haven't seen them this evening. They're going out in 11 minutes. As I said, that doesn't really make much for them. I mean, both the teams have now made it, for all intents and purposes, into the top 8. So they're not going to be too, it's not like they're playing for positioning now, because they're not. And they're just playing for kudos, bragging rights. But Serenity will give it all. I mean, you may see some interesting meta selections, because why not? They can just chill out a little bit and have a bit of fun. And nothing wrong with that, to be fair. I mean, it's what you normally see on the opening days. Ooh. Doing well in this little drac. This poor SU. You have to be careful, he could get circled. Hello, SU. Oh, Kyros. Bye. It's always satisfying when you knock out a TD, to be fair. Well, I find it satisfying, but I'm strange. And now he's only got 2 TDs, so you can knock them both out. And when you know that there's 2 tanks out there that can sort of wreck you, then it's nice to just wreck them instead. Although he didn't wreck that one, somebody else did. It was quite a fastish game. It's quite nice. Oh, he's a PC player. And 2.3k. Nice. Boom, yaga, 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 yaga. Oh, it's only a second class though. I thought it was first class. I thought it was a main. Oh well. No, it wasn't. It was not. And there you have it. Sayaka. So jumping back in there, as you see there's Middleburg. Let's have a look at the team of Serenity, because we haven't seen Serenity this evening. So this is Serenity. We have De Silva, Vabon, Alfarito, Edrenito, Days, Vase, Anya, Spitfires, Playmaker, and Magros. Combined win rate of 67.23%. That is the Serenity team. And just waiting still for that invite. So it'll come through in about a minute, I think. I haven't got time to do another replay now, but it will come through in about a minute. So we're just waiting on that, as we're just waiting for the... I mean, no point going through Middleburg. You know what generally the strats are on Middleburg. And I'm just going to take some more juice. That replay was a lot quicker than I expected, to be fair. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but not to worry. You know, you're not here for replays, you're here for tournaments. Let's not kid ourselves. Even the final is a best of 3, by the way. In fact, the whole tour, the whole of the Last Chance tour is a best of 3. So I'm expecting to see some interesting meta selections, because, as I said, I mean, neither of them have got anything to prove. They both secured their place in the top 8, so neither of them really need to do anything outstanding or outrageous. So what's the new one? Is it? Oh, Gravity is coming in a day. So Gravity is back soon. Get to fly your tanks, and the only game mode that the VK168 is actually good in. Yeah, the only time. Aside from that, it's a pretty pants tank. Well, I think it is. I think it's one of the worst tanks in Tier 8. But hey, it's good in gravity mode, to be frank. It is. It's quite nice in gravity mode. So, and obviously there's a break from the tournaments tomorrow. There's no tournaments tomorrow. They kick off again on the 4th with the top 8 round robin, starting on the 4th of August. So we'll be streaming those. So book your spots, guys. Don't forget. Drop that off now. You don't need that. So book your spots here for the 4th of August. Don't know who we're following yet. No idea. But we will be following all the action in the round robin stage of the tournaments, which is for the top 8. So that'll be an interesting one. And here's the room. Ready up and jump out. And we're going out on Middleburg. We'll be kicking off in, well, 4 minutes. We'll jump back into the room in just under 2 minutes. Just making sure that delay doesn't kick in. As I said, we're only on a 3-minute delay, which is the minimum that Wargaming allow for the tournaments. It used to be 5 minutes. A lot of the streamers like 5 minutes. 5 minutes is just too long. It's too long for the player. It's too long for the streamer. Excuse me, because it just drains your CPU, and it's also too long for the audience because of that 5-minute delay. You just can't really do anything. You know, you can't correspond with anybody. When it's only a 3-minute delay, it's more manageable. You can have a little bit more of a conversation with the YouTube chat. Not that anybody's chatting, mainly because my YouTube chat is only for subscribers and nobody wants to subscribe. That's generally what happens. So yeah. But yeah, I've only got the chat open for subscribers, unfortunately. Sorry about that for those of you who want to say something, but you can't. To do so, you just have to subscribe. It's that straightforward, you know. And it doesn't cost you anything. You're not losing anything. Yeah, it's not like I'm asking you to pay me $100 to play a tank, unlike some. Names will not be mentioned. You know, it's not. I don't have that kind of a channel. But any and all donations are warmly and gratefully welcomed. But anyway, we're here for the tournaments. We're going to jump into the room in a couple of seconds, see them readying up. I won't put it onto the big screen view until, you know, we're getting closer, because you're just going to see people mucking around Oh, well, they're already ready, and as you can see, Serenity have gone for the Kranwagen strat. Which, to be honest with you, I expected this. I expected this completely. Phoenix didn't get the memo because they've got a Type 71 and a Sheridan, not full Kranwagen. That's disappointing, Phoenix. To be fair, you've disappointed me. You should go full Kranwagen. Everybody should go full Kranwagen if you're going full Kranwagen. And why not? It's disappointing, Phoenix. Shame on you. Terrible. Oh, but then Anya is. Oh no, Anya was in a Sheridan. Anya is now in a Kranwagen as well. But we got 2 Sheridans for Phoenix. Come on, Phoenix. Play the game. That's just not cricket, going into Sheridans. How dare you? How dare you? It's a Kranwagen fest. Now, I still think this is the worst Tier 10 heavy. Used to be fantastic, but it's just been nerfed to the point where it's just meh. I mean, it's always a naff DPM, don't get me wrong, but at least it had a little bit of mobility. Now it hasn't even got that. You know, it's got naff DPM and naff mobility at the same time. Yeah, I feel sorry for the bloody thing. And I used to love the Kranwagen. One of my favourite tanks. And I used to say that the 215B was the worst, followed by the E5, followed by the Kranwagen. And then, they just tinkered with the Kranwagen and just killed it. And now the Kranwagen is just not the tank it used to be. And it's a crying shame, really, because it was a great tank. Anyway, let's jump into the main view. We're here. And as you can see, so a lot of Kranwagens. I mean, that is a lot of Kranwagens. Not going to lie. a full 12 pack, should be 14. I keep De Silva and Magros are sat in the queue for Serenity, making 14 Clanwagons on the screen, but 2 Sheridans are disappointment all the way around. So what are we going to see here? Well, forget the strats. That's why I didn't go through them. It's Middelburg. It's a Clanwagen fest. It's going to be just brawly, brawl. That's all it's going to be. Who shoots who and when. There's going to be no hold down. It's going to be YOLO pushes. That's all it's going to be. YOLO pushes, as much as you can YOLO push in a Clanwagen nowadays. But that's all it's going to be. Nothing else. Oh, dearie me. And let's see what they do with the 2 Sheridans. Shame on you. Obviously, they've got a lack of HP. It is a Top Gear. I am the stick. Yay. It is Top Gear, yes. And there's a picture of the stick on the back. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yay. Pigeon, hello. They can't see me, can't hear me or anything. Hello. So, I'm expecting YOLOs. Days and Anya may YOLO towards the C cap. And they're not going to take this seriously. It is a full YOLO push. Is it YOLO or is it YOLO? I say YOLO, not YOLO. Yeah, it's like, is it tomato or tomato? Potato or potato? Root or route? Data or data? Oh, why am I even commentating? I'm not. I'm not. I mean, this is, look, you know, they're trying to do a mad rush, but you can't in a Clanwagen. It just cannot be done. Pigeon finally, eventually gets to where he needs to be. Oh, this is just comical. They've got the C cap. The Sheridan of Imperator has jumped down. And they're just, I thought it was just going to be a mad YOLO, but it clearly isn't. Oh no, I don't know. Eric is trying to make a move, trying to get onto Days. Poor old Days. Eric's trying to get up a hill. Days goes down. Liberté tries to sneak that kill steal there, but Eric was like, no, it's mine. Now comes the push. Vab. Oh, down goes Liberté. Vapon and Anya trying to catch out Eric. Eric goes down. Courtesy of numerous Clanwagons. And the push continues. Vase is going to be vaporized. Eventually. Adrianito coming in. Then goes Vase. Adrianito cracking on. Pushing and pushing as you do. Here comes Vabon. Here comes Spitfires. Venu, down goes Venu. Pushing down onto one above all, sorry. And Imperator's coming back in the Sheridan. Decided that, you know, Clanwagen was the way to go, after all. Playmaker saying, yeah, should have been in a Clanwagen. Adrianito's going to get wrecked. Maybe by one above all. Maybe. No! Juniorito goes down first. One above all takes down Adrianito. One above all is the last man standing. Surrounded by Clanwagons. Easy himself is in a Clanwagen. Down he goes. And that team won. The team with more Clanwagons won that one. Sheridan, nah, didn't help. Bless them. So that's the Clanwagen side of Middelburg. What are we going to see next? Well, they're changing it. It's moving around. Clanwagons are being slowly dumped on the side of Serenity. We've got a mouse and a TVP already. Maybe more of that to come. We've got a mouse, double mouse. Oh, it's going to be a mouse TVP fest. Well, it is for Serenity. Oh, Days jumping into a Type 71. Come on. Oh, and you're in an FV. 4202, that is. So we've got a lot of mouses for Phoenix. And we've got a lot of FV4202s. We got Type 71s, 907, one mouse, another 71. Not like the full clan, but we've got almost a full mouse on the other side. Liberté needs to jump into a mouse. Come on, Liberté. Has to go and spoil it. Always one. It's always one. And this time it's Liberté. Jumping into a Type 71 when everybody else is in a mouse. Oh, come on, Liberté. Come on. Change your tag. 60 TP. Oh, man. Come on. Play ball. Can we swap Liberté for Spitfires? Just change them over. Then it will be a full mouse team against everything. Intriguing. As you can see, they're taking this incredibly seriously. This is the full mouse strat being played by Phoenix. And a 60 TP. Liberté. Clearly the hit points are in favour of somebody else. Be the blue team. That'll be Phoenix. They have got the major hit points. Why? Because they're in a load of mices. One above all is saying, oh, I think we've won this. Not going to lie, although I feel sorry for Novetto, who spawned at the top of the map. Bless. Poor old Novetto there. The only mouse to spawn at the top of the map. Oh, let's zoom in on him. Novetto, you're at the top of the map. You're not meant to be at the top of the map. Bless. Anyway, we're going to leave Novetto because it's going to be a brawl in the city. I can't believe they're actually capping the base. Come on. They're capping the bases. Nobody wants to lose. He's trying to put the shot into one of the mouses. And it's when somebody says in the chat now, focus the mouse. That'll be interesting. Oh, they're pushing on Days. This is a mouse. This is a Type 71 sandwich, maybe. Look at Imperator there, pushing as fast as he can in a little mouse. Oh, Days. You're getting whittled down. Novetto finally goes out, so it's only taken a minute and a half. Days is not out for the count. Leave that battle, get over to this battle. Spitfire's in the mouse, being pushed by the 60 TP. Pff, damn you, Liberté. Vase is there in the Type 71 though to try and give some relief of some description. Poor old Liberté's going to lose out here maybe. Spitfire is still alive despite having a 60 TP and a moose on him. Liberté is a one-shot. No, he's been rammed as well, but he's still a one-shot. Spitfires, well, he's holding his own, as you do when you're Spitfires. Liberté down he goes. But Spitfire's now a one-shot, but so is one above all. Playmaker looking to take him down in the STB. It's going to take two shots, though. STB will finish him off now, maybe, potentially. No, he doesn't. He bounces. But Vabon comes in and does make a steal. Moving back over to this side, Anya's at the top of the map doing what FV4202s do nicely. Adrianito is, well, dead. Gone. Back in the garage. Vabon in the 907, Playmaker and Vase all punishing Venu. And Venu is out for the count. Oh, sod this. Eric is pushing in a mouse. As much as you can push. Junioretto, how on earth he's kept all his HP is beyond me, but Junioretto has got all his HP. Near as damn it. He's pushing through. Vase looking to try and finish off Eric here. Poor Eric. He's trying to angle up. Vase is trying to get round him. And he gets a shot in. Vase is looking... No. Okay. Vabon is going to go down here. Oh, Eric. Anya giving poor old Imperator a hard time. Oh, you just can't get the turret round. Imperator's going to... Oh, no. Anya gets smacked. But Anya will finish off Imperator here. There we go. Junioretto, last mouse standing. Vase coming in to try and finish off, but he gets tapped. Vase has still got some very healthy hit points. Playmaker. Oh, and there's a Vabon. A Vabon's still alive? How did that happen? And Vase still can't finish him off. Vabon bounces, but eventually Playmaker comes in and seals that deal. And both teams go through to the top 8. Yay! Everyone's a winner. That was fantastic. No decider, it's all over. That's it for today, everybody. So, we're back again on the 4th, as I said, with the new way to play. 5 of 8. Obviously, there's 2 more. They're not registered yet at the 5 of 8 because they haven't got their tickets yet. So, congratulations to both Phoenix and Serenity for securing your top 8 spots. We will see you both in action in a couple of days. Commiserations to SNRG and Raid. Clearly it was not meant to be your evening. And with that, that's the end of the stream, guys. That's it. Competition is over. We've got everybody now, all 8 teams, all 8 clans into the final stage. I've been Fujit. You've been fantastic. The game and the teams, they've also been fantastic. I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Until then, enjoy the rest of whatever time zone you happen to be in, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.